Hello and welcome to the Sport for Business Super Quiz for 2020. This is the round of 16 and this is the second tie. Those of you who watched the first one will have seen that Teneo came through in a close fought battle with Leopardstown Racecourse. Today we're joined by two teams from Pundit Arena and from the Cara Centre. The purpose of this is to bring everybody together in a sense of competition, which there hasn't been much of recently, and along the way to have a little bit of fun. There will be competition though, and we've got 8 rounds of questions, a starter to introduce each one, and then if you get that right, we go in to give you the opportunity of answering 3 questions, 5 points for each correct answer. If you get it wrong, it's handed over to the opposition and they have a chance to steal 3 points away from it as well. We'll be keeping the scores going throughout the session, which should run to a little over 30 minutes or so. So the very best of luck to both of the teams competing. And to get things underway now, let's meet those teams. So first off, Matt Steerman from Pundit Arena.
Good morning, Rob. Good morning, Cara. Good morning, the rest of the Pundit Arena team. Yep, my name is Matt. It's my first time competing in one of these Sports for Business quizzes. I did have it in my calendar pop up to me today that today is my 13-year anniversary of actually moving to Ireland. So I've been here for 13 years, but as I'm told, 13 isn't a very lucky number, so I'm hoping to reverse that trend today.
Hey Rob, hi everybody. I'm Fergus Farrell from Pundit Arena working on the commercial team there. So looking forward to the quiz. Thanks for organising, Rob.
Hi everyone, I'm Marisa Kennedy. I'm a digital journalist with Pundit Arena, mainly focusing on GA. So I'm hoping not to be exposed as a fraud today.
We won't do that. And from the Cara team, team captain Oran Doherty.
Hi Rob, hi Pundit Arena. My name is Oran. I work for Cara Centre as a sport inclusion officer. I'm looking forward to today. It should be a good bit of fun, and hopefully we don't get too badly beaten. We're hoping for a good close game. And I've got my colleagues Jo and Paul with us as well.
Hey everyone, Jo McCarthy. I'm the training and education coordinator with Cara. Can't wait to get started, and I can guarantee my heart rate is as if I've just done a warm-up, so ready to get going.
Hey everyone, I'm Paul Ruan. I work on the brand development and the communications for Cara. I know very little about sports, so I'm here to hopefully help with the other subjects. So best of luck everyone.
Great. Well, a very warm welcome to you all. We will try and keep your heart rate under control, but who knows, that's in your hands because it's down to you now to get those questions answered. So without further ado then, let's get this second tie of the round of 16 underway. So round 1 is the general knowledge round, and the big number question to see who can get to answer those first 3 questions. How many goals were scored in the 2019 Women's World Cup finals? Not the final match, but all of the finals that took place last year in France. Closest to the number gets it right, and you've got about 10 seconds to scribble it out on your piece of paper in front, and then I'll count you down before you hold it up to the screen. Whoever is closest gets the right to answer the questions. If there's a tie, if 2 of you have got it right, we go to the next one. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 127, 16.
Oh, all of the finals.
Okay. Fergus, you're the man, 145. There was one more scored than that. It was 146 in total. So, so Pundit Arena.
As good as it gets. Doesn't get any better than that.
Pundit Arena are off and running. Now, Conor Brophy from Teneo got the first 2 big number questions right, but there's no pressure on you, Fergus. Okay, so the first 3 questions anyway, each of these worth a total of 5 points. Question 1, how many sides has a heptadecagon?
Decagon is 10.
Yeah.
So we're thinking 17, yeah?
70 or 17? 17, I assume.
17, I think, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, 17 is your answer, and it is the correct one, so well done working that out. Question 2, what is the only letter in Scrabble that is worth 5 points? This is probably one that you either know it or you don't, but it could be worth a guess.
I didn't.
W? I'm not sure.
Could be.
What's the highest value? 10?
What's X?
Highest value is 10, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, 10. So you're kind of thinking mid-level, like an H or something like that. I don't know. I'm happy to go with W if you think. What do you think?
Okay, W, the final answer?
Sure.
Yeah.
Incorrect. So we've got a chance to get Cara Centre on the board. One letter which is worth 5 points in Scrabble. Any clues?
I think it's U.
Yeah. Go for that, yeah.
We go for you. No.
Go for G.
The letter K.
Okay.
Only one that is worth 5 points. Many of these answers will be ones that you think, of course it was, but that's the nature of quiz. Okay, and question 3, back to Pundit Arena. In which century was William Shakespeare born?
15?
14th.
I thought he was 1400s or 1500s, wasn't he?
So if it was the 1400s, it's the 15th century.
15th century, right. I
15th, isn't it?
15th would be
We
my
go
first-
with-
The 16th century, isn't it? If it's the 1500s,
It's the 16th century.
15th century, yeah.
Okay,
15th or
that was the
16th, what do you
answer.
guys want?
16th?
16th
Yeah.
century.
16.
16.
Okay, he was born in 1564, which was in the 16th century.
Oh.
There we go. At the end of round 1, we have Pundit Arena on 12 points and Cara Centre yet to hit the board. We're into round 2 now. Round 2 is popular culture. Away from sport.
Right,
Go on,
Paul.
Paul.
This your round.
Okay. Pens at the ready. What was the average attendance at the 1966 World Cup finals held in England? The average attendance in the grounds at the 1966 World Cup finals in England.
Just the final or the...
No, the average over the course of the whole tournament. So 32 matches there were in total. While you're writing that, I'll give you a little aside that for a year while I was living in London previously, I co-hosted a radio program on Capital Gold with one Bobby Moore, who was England's last, possibly only World Cup winning captain. And that's what has led me to this. So now, with your numbers writ large on your pages, I'll count you in. 3, 2, 1. Okay, 48, 32. Okay, the average attendance was 48,848. So well done, Marisa. Okay, Paul, be poised now. There could be a couple coming back off the post here. You'd never know. So popular culture, that's 2 points on the board now, again, for Pundit Arena. And the 3 questions, okay, including Christmas specials. How many episodes of the UK version of The Office with Ricky Gervais were filmed and broadcast, including the Christmas specials?
I've actually never seen this.
It's only 2 seasons, right? So it's
So you're talking about 2 Christmas specials then as well?
probably, I can't remember if there's 2. I thought there's 1, but there's only 2 seasons. So should we go with usually 6, 10, 16? Should we go 16? Anybody, Fergus, Marissa, you got to...
Yeah, I don't know. I'm guessing is there, I don't know if these in a series, 10 in a series, I don't know. 10 and 10
so
and
16
2.
the final answer?
16.
Right, go on.
Okay, incorrect. Dance for the rebound.
Any ideas? Probably going to be more than 16, isn't it?
Never seen it.
I would say I would think 10 in a series and 2 Christmas specials. So
22.
22, yeah.
Yeah, go for that. Yeah.
Went with the wrong direction. There was actually less. 6 in each of the 2 series and 2 Christmas specials. So
6, is that all?
Down
Yeah.
to,
More than that.
14. It's obviously a Ricky Gervais number because I've just been watching Afterlife from the 6 episodes.
Oh, okay.
As well, and
Oh.
brilliant, well worthwhile watching. Okay, so no score from that one. Question 2 in the round of popular culture. Who created the character of Paddington Bear?
Is this, do we need the exact name or the exact name of the person?
Exact name of the person, yeah.
What does surname do?
Like if you're going to try it with he was a man or she was a woman.
No, I was thinking like a surname. Would a surname suffice?
Surname would probably suffice, all right, yeah.
I think didn't Jeremy Clarkson's parents create something? famously. Like, I thought they created something. It's a bear or something, but if anybody has any ideas, go for it. Otherwise, I just say Clerks, and I don't know the name of the parents.
I don't know.
No, I don't know. Like, I would have thought, like, kind of that Enid Blyton sort of thing, but I don't think it is.
Okay. Well, Jeremy Clarkson's parents did create Jeremy Clarkson, but so over to Cara Centre, a chance for you to get 3 points on the board.
My child has it, but I don't know who created it. Could go upstairs and find out.
We're off for camera.
My instinct was
No.
my instinct was Enid Blyton as well. Yeah, but I don't know.
No, it was a gentleman by the name of Michael Bond. Who recently he created.
I got that now.
No.
Okay, and question 3, back to Pundit Arena again. In which Dublin suburb was the Lambert Puppet Theatre located?
Could you repeat the question?
Yep. In which Dublin suburb was the Lambert Puppet Theatre located? It was the creator of Wonderly Wagon and other things. You're all too young, you see, really, to remember Wonderly Wagon, but it was very famous in its day.
Do you want to take a guess there, Fergus?
I don't.
I'm leaning towards Bray, but I don't have strong feelings.
I'm kind of going like Blackrock or kind of Monkstown, or like,
Monkstown. Yeah. Go Monkstown.
Monkstown, the final answer?
Yeah, it's down that neck of the woods, I think.
Correct.
Oh.
With your right.
Fergus.
Well done. Okay, so that's 7 points from that round. So we move on to 19 points for Pundit Arena and Cara, just biding their time at the moment. Biding their time. Okay. Round 3. We're into general sporting knowledge. The starter question. How many horses finished in the 1977 Grand National when Red Rum won his 3rd victory? So how many horses finished the 1977 Grand National? And we will count you down. 3, 2, 1. 8, 14, 8, 30. Oh God! Now you've got me. Up. Please hold them up again. Now the correct answer was actually 11. So 36. So 11. Okay. So Matt and Oren are both equidistant, but Fergus gets closer as the runner-up. So it's Pundit Arena. Get those 2 points.
2 8s.
To say it's a marathon, not a sprint. Okay. What is the current record for the men's 100 meters? Nothing vague about this one, Matt. Now this has to be spot on.
The time, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So the current world record for the men's 100 meters is.
9.
I feel like I want to say 8.32 or something like that.
Yeah, it's kind of like 8.5 or something. I'm only guessing.
9.58 is what I have in my head, but I'm not.
Is it 9 or 8? I wasn't sure.
Definitely 9. I think it's. I'd be confident it's 9.
Okay, you sound the most confident, Matt.
Haven't gotten one right though, but all right, 9.58 we'll say.
9.58. Well, you have got one right because you got Monkstown right the last time, and you've got 9.58 right as well.
Whoa! Well done.
Congratulations. Jeez, yeah. Definitely throwing the darts. Okay, second question in the round. In what year was the Camogie Association formed? What year was the Camogie Association first brought to life?
No pressure, Marissa.
And we just had a Camogie week last week. I feel like I want to say the 1950s, but I could be terribly wrong in that now. I'm really not sure, but if you're relying on me for an answer, I might say 1956.
Okay, 1956 is the final answer. That is incorrect, so it goes over to Cara Centre. Jo, have you ever played?
No. West Cork now, so we don't have many hurleys down that direction.
Well, in West Cork, all right, yeah. But if you're in Tipperary,
I know.
I don't really know, guys. I think it is around the 1950s or 60s, though.
I'd say mid 60s.
Want to hazard a guess?
Yeah.
65.
65, yeah. Go for that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
They are longer established than you give them credit for. 1904 was the formation of the association. Ladies football was a lot later. That was 1974.
Okay.
Okay, and question 3. Who are the reigning National Basketball Association champions? The reigning NBA champions from 2019?
Toronto Raptors.
A hesitant guess.
There's a bit of pressure on me on this one too, so I don't want to be the American that screws this up.
Okay, so we're going with the Toronto Raptors, yes, who are, of course, from Canada and who are the reigning NBA champions. Okay, so well done. That's another 12 points on the board, which brings you up to 31 points. And into round 4. Okay, it's a history round, but in order to get there, we have to get the first starter question right. How many entrants were there for the Boston Marathon when it was first held in 1897? That's 7 years before the foundation of the Camogie Association, for anybody who's been paying attention. So how many entrants were there for that first running of the Boston Marathon, which unfortunately yesterday was abandoned for this year for the first time in its history. So we count you down, 3, 2, 1. And your number is 350, 174, 40, 20,000, 950, 200. And the correct answer was the princely number of 18, which means that Jo has the low ball number of 200 and Cara Centre are in the game. First points on the board with those 2 points for the starter question. And here we go on history. How's your history, Paul? No pressure.
Amazing. No.
And that could go one of either way.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. Who was the first person to fly solo and non-stop across the Atlantic?
Are we talking like historical, or are we talking Richard Branson in the air balloon?
No. It would be historical. Yeah. So
Okay.
The first flight. Yeah.
Any guesses?
No.
Oh, God,
I know it is one of those that's going to get you. No answer. Yeah. Okay, we'll pass it over then to Pundit Arena. See if you can steal 3 points on the rebound.
Was it a woman?
No, I believe it's Charles Lindbergh.
Sounds confident, quietly confident, and correctly confident. 3 points. Charles Lindbergh, all right. Okay. Next question is, which long-standing world leader came to power in 1949?
South American or African, maybe? Okay.
Mandela?
No, he's on power anymore, sure, isn't he?
Yeah, but they're not in power anymore.
Oh, they're not in power anymore?
No.
Not in power, no.
He wouldn't have been that long, would he?
Go first. Only names.
Go for Mandela, yeah.
Yeah.
Mandela?
No, not correct. We'll throw it over to Pundit Arena.
Any thoughts, guys? I'm leaning towards Castro, but I think Castro was in the 50s. Or Mao, maybe?
To be honest, Castro was my first thought.
I can't remember if he's 49 or 59, or we could say Castro or Mao, or I don't know. Fergus, any thoughts?
No, I was kind of thinking Asia direction, but yeah, I'm just guessing kind of. So
I was thinking, yeah, or maybe Russia or America was my other 2 thoughts, but
it wouldn't be America because we have got term limits.
Yeah.
Okay, will we go with Fidel Castro?
Sure, Castro, final answer.
Okay, sorry, incorrect. Should have gone the other one. Mao Zedong.
Was it Mao?
Okay, and the third question in this history round, again for the Cara Centre. Which hotel chain was Ronald Reagan shot outside in 1981? He was shot outside a hotel belonging to a famous international chain. Which chain was it?
What chains do we have?
Hilton.
Yeah, good guess. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Hilton Hotel?
Yeah.
Correct.
Yes, well done.
Go on, Paul. Well done.
Well done, Paul.
There we go. So 7 points from that round for the Cara Centre and 3 points for Pundit Arena. So we're on a score of 34 points as we reach the halfway stage. 34 points for Pundit Arena and 7 points for Cara Centre. I've obviously gone far too difficult in my questions for this particular episode, or have I? Because now, as we go into the second round, this is questions from a specific sporting year. The sporting year in question, which I select randomly, actually by asking Alexa to give me a random year, is 1981. And the big number question to get you into this round is Aston Villa won the First Division title in this year in 1981. How many goals did they score in that league season?
In the season?
Yep, just in the league. So in winning the league, not including Europe or FA Cups or anything like that, how many goals did they score? And your numbers on your pieces of paper, rising them up to the camera in 3, 2, 1. 73. Must have been a fairly defensive year, Marisa and Paul, if they only scored that number. In fact, the number of goals that they scored was 72. Within 1 goal of us, the Cara Centre are back in the game again. So well done, Warren. That's another 2 points on the board. And your 3 questions. Question 1, which Irish county made it to the finals of the All-Ireland Hurling and Football Championships in 1981?
Cork.
Yeah, I think it's Offaly, maybe. They are strong.
I was going to say Cork. I'm biased.
They wouldn't have made the hurling final, maybe. It's probably Cork or Galway, maybe.
Tip.
Not in football, no. I don't think.
Risa, you can help us out, no problem.
This is a bit before my time, I'm afraid.
I know. I was 3. I can't remember.
Over Cork? I don't think it's Cork. Is Kerry really strong in football, then, you know?
Hurling and football.
Kerry is football, yeah, not really hurling, but.
Yeah, I know, but they probably would have beaten Cork in the football, maybe.
Yeah, there was no backdoor in those days, all right. Okay, have to pull you for.
I think it's Offaly. We'll go for Offaly.
Offaly, yeah.
Offaly.
Okay. Offaly is correct. Well done.
Nice one.
Ooh,
well done.
Instincts. They lost the final of the football to Kerry, came back and beat them to deprive them of 5 in a row, which of course Dublin have subsequently gone on to do. But they won the hurling final in that year of 1981. So out of 5 points. Which French cyclist won the 1981 Tour de France?
Oh, no.
Not it.
Not a daily.
Mm.
Come on,
Stephen
Oren,
Roach's
it's there.
father.
That's going to annoy me. I just can't think of his name.
It's there.
You guys don't have any ideas?
Pull it out.
No.
Pull it out.
Sorry, no, I can't.
No idea.
Right.
Okay, we'll hand that over to Pundit Arena. French cyclist, Tour de France 1981.
Not a clue.
No,
Any
no
French
idea.
cyclists from memory banks of your history of sport?
No,
No.
don't even know where to begin.
Okay, it was a gentleman by the name of Bernard Hinault, one of the all-time greats. Okay, and question 3. Which racehorse won the 1981 English and Irish derbies? So won the derby in Epsom, won the derby in the Cara. Not a completely random question. You will know the name.
Sugar. When did Sugar go missing?
Huh?
When did Sugar go missing?
That hasn't really been solved, but
Well, yeah, but was that
When did he go missing, allegedly?
allegedly?
Yeah.
Allegedly. Did he win titles? I don't know.
Yeah, he was a famous horse. Yeah. Do you want to go for that?
It's the only one I can think of in the 80s. I don't know.
Yeah. Sugar.
Okay, we go with Sugar, and that is correct. So that's
Yes,
11
well done.
points, which brings you
Well done.
to 19 points for Cara Centre. Still trailing, but getting closer. Pundit Arena leading the way on 34 points. 3 rounds to go. Round 6, the geography round. But as before, we start off with a big number question, which is drawn from sport. How many registered rugby teams are there in Fiji?
Are we talking rugby league and
They are
rugby
quite
union?
random numbers. Rest assured, I wouldn't have the foggiest.
Well,
Throwing a number down on a piece of paper, I actually do know because I found out. But so no pressure on you for this one, Marisa. Having gone very low on the number of goals that Aston Villa would have scored. Anyway, so the number of registered rugby teams there are in Fiji on 3, 2, 1. 58, 46, 45, 21, 27, 40. Okay, you've all gone low. The number is actually 490, which means that Mr. Paul Ruan has pulled it out of the bag with his sporting knowledge of Fijian rugby. Okay, so that's another
it's my specialist subject. What can I say?
Okay, let's go for it. Okay, right, question 1. How many US states have 4 letters in their name?
Utah, Ohio.
I don't know. I can only think of 2, but I'm sure there's another 1 or 2. I would guess at 4.
Okay, 4 is the final answer?
Yeah.
I died. Orange captain.
What do you think, too? Sorry.
I can only think of 2. Oh, 3, one middle.
Go for
I
it.
don't know. I can only think of 2, so that's all.
What do you reckon, Paul?
Go 3. We'll go 3.
3. Right, 3.
Sometimes it matters less how you get there than the fact that you do get there, because there are 3.
Oh,
Hey!
And Iowa.
I was ready to pounce on that one. Dang it.
Sorry, Matt.
Okay.
What was the third one?
Iowa.
Ohio.
Yeah.
Iowa, Ohio, and Utah. Okay, question 2. Back to the Cara Centre. Syracuse is a town in New York, and it is also a town in which European country? So in the same way as we have Dublin, Ireland, and Dublin, Ohio, we have Syracuse, New York, and Syracuse in this particular European country.
Can you spell it?
I can. S for sugar, Y-R-A-C-U-S-E.
European.
Yep.
Italy?
Italy.
I was thinking more France or Spain. Not Spain. France or
Portugal. Yeah, Portugal or Spain.
I had Portugal in my head.
Do you want to go Portugal then?
Why not?
Portugal?
Portugal.
Incorrect. Throw it open to the pundits. Syracuse is a town in...
It's one of the Scandinavian countries, maybe?
The only thing I could tie them to is the college is their mascot is orange. So I'm wondering if it could be Netherlands potentially, but it doesn't sound very Dutch.
No.
The one that's scientific basis, will we go with the Netherlands?
No, I think...
You call it, Fergus, your call.
Yeah, I think it's south. It's like Spain or Italy or something like that. I think Italy.
Spain, perhaps?
I think Italy. Yeah, I'll go with Italy. Let's just try it.
Going with Italy? Syracuse is a town in the Italian province of Sicily.
Oh, well
Well
done.
done, Fergus.
Wow, Fergus, fair play.
Don't smash the computer now, Joe. Okay,
Going out the
and
window in a
third
minute.
question in this geography. So it's back to Cara Centre. What is the name of the longest river in Australia?
I know the beaches, I don't know the river.
Where's the Danube? Is that in Australia?
That's in Europe. That's in
No.
close to Budapest.
God. Willabonga or something. I don't know.
That's as good a guess as any.
Go for
No
that.
idea.
It's wrong, but we'll go for
No idea.
Okay, I'll give it to you if it's some name that vaguely sounds like Willabonga, but I won't. So that's incorrect, and it goes over to Pundit Arena for 3 points to try and take it back.
The Brisbane or the Melbourne River or something like that, if you want to go something like that.
Okay, the Melbourne River or the Brisbane River, I'll give you both of them. It's not it's actually the Murray River is the longest river. Rounds to go, okay? This one is on quotations, but as before, the big number question is drawn from sport. How many Irish horse racing fixtures were scheduled to take place in 2019? I'll hit large on the paper, and in 3, 2, 1. 465. Is that 25, Fergus?
Yeah, 25.
Okay, and Joe was 120. The actual number was 361, which means that Paul Ruan,
Hey,
his deep knowledge of
sports.
of sport. Okay.
Or maybe I'm just good with numbers. Who knows?
All right, we've got three quotation question marks now. 11 points between the teams. Who said the word "be the change that you wish to see in the world"? Be the change that you wish to see in the world was uttered by
Bill Gates, no?
Who?
Bill Gates? No. Or is it a political figure, maybe?
Yeah, I was thinking Martin Luther King. Something.
Yeah, sounds probably. What do you think, Joe?
I'm not thinking political. I don't know.
Steve Jobs. No,
Steve Jobs?
I don't know.
Oh, Steve Jobs, will we?
Go for it, yeah.
Steve Jobs?
Steve Jobs. No, it was not Steve Jobs. Pundit Arena, over to you guys.
I think I know this one.
Change that you wish to see in the world.
Go for it, Fergus.
Yeah, I think it's Gandhi.
Mahatma Gandhi
That was my gun, yeah.
is correct.
And a boy, Fergus.
Hello.
In off the post for Pundit Arena. Okay, back to Cara Centre now, about which city did Truman Capote once say it was like eating an entire box of chocolate liqueurs in one go? Give you a clue, it was a European city, and he said it was like eating a whole box of chocolate liqueurs in one go.
I'm thinking Brussels, because of Belgian chocolate. No?
Could be. Yeah. Amsterdam.
Go with Brussels?
Don't know.
Go Brussels, yeah. Brussels.
Yeah.
Okay, Brussels the answer. It's incorrect. It goes back over to Pundit Arena.
Don't say Amsterdam.
Yeah. Is it some major city, guys, with like a cultural melting pot? I don't know, like London or Paris or something. I don't know.
I'm thinking it's probably a little bit more obscure than that, but I'm not sure.
Could be.
Copenhagen or...
I'll take whatever you guys are leaning towards. Gut instinct, go with it. Your blink response.
Yeah, you take this one, Marissa. Go for it.
Oh, no. Well, actually, Dublin was actually my first thought, but then I thought Copenhagen. So, I don't know, Matt, you're the captain, so I'll let you choose between those two.
It could be a curveball question for Rob.
Yeah, sure. Let's go Dublin. Let's go Dublin.
Dublin. Okay. If you had gone Copenhagen, you would have been close in terms of there being plenty of water, but the actual city was Venice. So it said that Venice was like using a box of chocolate liqueurs in the one go. Okay. And the third quote, again, we're back to the Cara Centre. It's one of inspiration. And it's a sporting one. Success is never final. Failure is never fatal. It's courage that counts. Fine words to live by, uttered by which personality?
Say it again, Rob, please.
Yep. Success is never final. Failure is never fatal. It's courage that counts.
First person in my head was Michael Jordan, but I don't know if that's right.
I thought Muhammad Ali.
Yeah.
Which one do you want to go with?
Go Muhammad Ali.
Muhammad Ali said many fine words, including some that we will be hearing shortly on a special on Sky Documentaries about himself and Dick Cavett, the American producer, but he did not utter those words, I'm afraid. So it goes back over to Pundit Arena. Success is never final. Failure is never fatal. It's courage that counts.
To be honest, Jordan was my first thought as well.
I don't think it'd be Jordan because he's too blunt. He would be like, you fail, you know. He's not as poetic as that. Did you say it was a sports personality or it's just a quote?
No, just a quote.
Like, could it be political, like a Winston Churchill or something like that?
It could be.
I think Churchill is probably a bit too egotistical to say something like that.
Okay.
I don't know. It's not JFK or anything, Matt, is it? No?
Sure, could be.
I don't know. Like, sounds like something he might say. Don't know.
Yeah, will we go with him?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Go with JFK. Well, it was an American, but he wasn't a president. He was a famous US basketball coach, John Wooden. Success is never final, failure is never fatal, it's courage that counts. Okay, so at the end of the 7th round, we have, funnily enough, finally poised, because Pundit Arena have nudged on to 40 points and Cara Centre are on 26 points. It's a 14-point lead. There are potentially 17 points on offer in the final round. You have to get the starter to get into the game. It's the movies round. But in order to get there, you need to tell me, to as close as a guess as you can, how many matches were played at Wimbledon in last year's championships? So that's across men's and women's and all the rest. How many matches played in the Wimbledon championships last year? On 3, 2, 1, go. 560, 280, 220, 509, 480, 150. The correct number is 675. So the high ball number belongs to the Cara Centre captain, Oran Doherty. 2 points. Okay. Nothing you can do, only breathe now, Pundit Arena. Final 3 questions in this nerve-tingling round. Sport for Business Super Quiz 2020. Question 1. What was the name of John Travolta's character in Pulp Fiction? John Travolta's character in Pulp Fiction.
Vincent Vega.
Final answer, Vincent Vega. 5 points.
Come on, Paul. Well
done. Question 2. Who played the character of Lester Burnham in the 2000 Best Oscar Picture, American Beauty?
Kevin Spacey.
That's it.
Kevin Spacey.
Final answer?
Yeah.
Kevin Spacey is correct.
Oh, well done, Joe.
Which means
John Joe, I couldn't think.
remaining.
Ooh, the tension.
How's your heart rate, Joe?
It's gone up again.
Ice the kicker here. Is this where I can call a timeout to ice the kicker?
No pressure, guys.
Okay, how's your heart rate now, Joe?
I'm not. No comments.
Okay. Question 3. And I honestly never thought I would say the final word of this question in public, but who was the only actor to have played James Bond and a character in Toy Story? The only actor to have played the role of James Bond and to have played a character in Toy Story.
Anything going on, guys?
I think it's Roger Moore. I'm not sure.
That's what I would have guessed as well, probably.
We go with Roger Moore?
Yeah.
Okay. Roger Moore is incorrect. Serena, win it in style or limp across the line? Who is the only actor to have played James Bond and a character in Toy Story?
Wow. I don't know. You guys know?
It has to be a recent enough one.
Yeah.
It's not Daniel Craig. Is he in the new Toy Story? I don't know.
I was kind of thinking him as well, as in it has to be Toy Story's been out since what, like the
Yeah, but one was only released there in the last couple of years, but I haven't seen it.
Pierce Brosnan as well, one of them kind of ones.
Or Timothy Dalton or something like that.
Yeah, it could be him as well.
I'll tell you what, go first blush. Daniel Craig, sure one. We don't lose points, do we?
If you needed it to win, you wouldn't have got it. The correct answer, who played James Bond and, this is the word that I never thought I'd say in public, Mr Pricklepants in the Toy Story franchise, was Timothy Dalton. You nearly got there, Matt.
Yeah.
That concludes the second tie in this round of 16, and the final score is almost as close as it can get. Pundit Arena, who had 34 points from the first half, managed to get up to 40 points at the end. Cara Centre, who went in at half time with 7 points, no, after the first couple of rounds at 7 points, got it all the way up to 38. Had a chance, a shot at the victory with that final one, but Mr Pricklepants let you down, unfortunately. And so, my thanks to Oren, to Paul, and to Joe with the beating heart on the Cara Centre. Great performance, and well done to Fergus, to Marisa, and to team captain Matt Steerman. You've made it through. You're into the quarterfinals. We will be back next week with the next tie in this, which is which we've got teams coming in from AIG, from the GAA, from off the ball. Plenty of good, strong opposition coming in there. But congratulations for now to Pundit Arena, winners of today's round.
Thanks.